So, good day, class. Okay, so before we begin our class today, kindly fix your chairs and sit properly. Okay, thank you. So, now let me check your attendance. You got? Okay, so very good. Everyone is present today. So, today we are going to talk about sentences and its four types. But before that, let's proceed to our objectives of our lesson for today. So first is recall the definition of a sentences and its four types. And then you will understand their functions in communication. And you will also compare and analyze different types of sentences. And then last is you will apply sentence types in your own writing. Okay? So let's recall first. Who can give me a definition of a sentence? Yes, Hannah. Okay, very good, Hannah. A sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought. Now, who can give me the four types of sentences? Very good. The four types of sentences are declarative sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. Now, let's talk first about the declarative sentence. So, a declarative sentence, it is or it makes a statement. Like, for example, I love reading books. So, obviously, the sentence that I gave is a declarative sentence since the example makes a statement. So, now, can someone give me your own example of a declarative sentence? Yes, very good, Blake. I like playing basketball is an example of a declarative sentence since it clearly makes a statement. Very good, Blake. So, I guess you already understand what is a declarative sentence and its purpose, which is to or which is yes, to make a statement. So, now let's proceed to the next one, which is the interrogative sentence. So, what is an interrogative sentence? So, it is a statement that ask a questions. Like, for example, where are you going? Where have you been? What did you do? So that is an example of interrogative sentence because it is clear that the statement asks for a question. So all of your questions is an example of an interrogative sentence. So now, who can give me an example? Or can someone try to give another example of interrogative sentence? Excellent, Belle. So, what is your favorite subject? Is an example of interrogative sentence. So, did you get it, class? Okay, very good. That is uh, an interrogative sentence. Now, let's proceed to the third type of sentence, which is imperative sentence. So, when we say imperative sentence, it is a statement that gives a command or request. Like, for example, please open the window. So, that is an example of imperative sentence. Why? Because the statement clearly asks a questions. So now, who can give me an example of imperative sentence? Yes, Sheila. Perfect. So please help your friend. That is an example of an imperative sentence since it asks for a request. So simply an imperative sentence asks for a request or gives a command. So always put that in your mind, okay? So now let's proceed to the last type of sentence, which is exclamatory sentence. So, exclamatory sentence, it shows a strong feeling. Like, for example, wow, that's amazing. So, the statement obviously shows a strong feeling. Like, you say, wow, that's amazing. So, you can clearly tell that a statement is an exclamatory sentence. So now, who can give me an example of an exclamatory sentence? Yes, Vince. Okay, very good, Vince. So, what a beautiful day is an example of an exclamatory sentence. Why? Because what a wonderful day shows a strong emotion. So, yes, that's the four types of sentences. So, before we end our discussion today, let's check your understanding if you really understand or if you really can differentiate the four types of sentences. So, you are going to identify the type of sentences in each example that I will give, if it is a declarative or interrogative. So, here is the first sentence. So the first sentence is the cat is sleeping on the sofa. Is it a declarative or interrogative sentence? Yes, Vina. Okay, very good. It is a declarative sentence because the sentence makes a statement like the cat is sleeping on the sofa. So it clearly shows or it clearly tell that the statement is a declarative sentence. So now let's proceed to the second example, which is what is your job? Do you think it is an do you think it is a declarative or interrogative sentence? Okay, very good. So, what is your job is an interrogative sentence because obviously it asks for a question. And what I said earlier is that when you say interrogative sentence, it is when you ask questions or the statement asks for a questions. So, that is an example for interrogative sentence. Okay, very good class. You really participate well today. So, today we learned the four types of sentences, which are first, we have the declarative sentence. Second, we have interrogative sentence. The third one is we have the imperative sentence, and the last one is we have the exclamatory sentence. So these four types of sentences helps us to communicate clearly, ask questions, give instructions, and show emotions. So now, class, I have a question. So, which type of sentences do you think you often use when you talk? And which one do you find the hardest to use correctly? And what did you do to improve your use of different types of sentences? So, but before you will answer that, let me share my experience first. So, for me, when I was younger, I often struggled to ask questions in class. Why? Because I didn't know how to phrase them properly. And by learning sentence types helped me gain confidence in expressing myself clearly. So, it is really important to learn the four types of sentences since this really helps us to express ourselves more clearly. So that's for my own experience. And I want you class to share also your own experience. But since we don't have more time, let's cut our discussion here. And I want you to make this as your assignment. And you still need to answer the questions. I will just send it to our group chats, and then you will share this tomorrow. And also I have here another activity that I prepared to you class, which is supposed to be done today, but since we don't have more time, I want you to make this as your assignment. So the instruction is write or you will write a short 4 to 5 line dialogue between two friends. You use one declarative, one interrogative, one imperative, and one exclamatory sentence. And be ready again to share your assignment tomorrow, the two assignments that I gave today. So, in conclusion, the four types of sentences are not only about grammar lessons, but it is a tool we use uh, every day to express our thoughts, ask questions, give directions, and to show our emotions. So, I guess that's all for today. Goodbye, class.